In tonight's matchup against Marseille, you get a first-hand look at Louis L'Aigle Dupont, who's currently projected to be a first-round draft pick in this year's NBA draft. Have you had a chance to watch any tape on your fellow draft prospect?
L'Aigle means eagle, right?
L'Aigle.
L'Aigle means eagle, right? Yeah, so dude can soar, no doubt. Great finisher. But we gotta deny him the ball, because he knows how to get to the cup once he gets the rock.
This is a do-or-die game for Paris FC Basket. Win and you'll earn a berth at the European Basketball Alliance Championship Tournament, and lose and you're out. Obviously, you have the rest of the FBSL season no matter what. But how important is it for you to play in an EBA championship?
You're right, Miss Mueller. That's a big deal for us. We've been chasing that all year. And I know our fans want it too. A lot of them even have tickets already to Istanbul. So we're gonna leave everything we have tonight on that floor and make sure nobody's calling the airlines asking for that refund.
Thank you, MP.
You're welcome.
And just moments ago, an aerial view above the Arc de Triomphe monument here in Paris. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for joining us for tonight's FBSL action between Paris FC and Marseille. I'm Blake Zuniga with Tim Swartz and Brian Beneficeni. Guys, this should be a fun one.
It's old versus new here. It's an interesting one. Veteran Marseille on one side, looking to steal a win against the youth movement of Paris FC.
And tonight, Paris needs this victory to qualify for the EBA tournament.
Well, certainly a lot on the line for MP and the rest of the Paris squad. But I know that Louis Dupont and Marseille would love the chance to play the spoiler here in front of a rowdy Parisian crowd.
Well, really, guys, so much on the line tonight for Paris FC in here against Marseille, and they'll punch their ticket to the EBA tournament. But if they lose, that's the end of their championship aspirations for this year.
Now here's Barrow. Bourgeois, defended by Illich. Count that bucket.
Listen, guys, I'm old school, so I love seeing a guy like Bourgeois hit a mid-range J.
Cobb with it, working on Parker, and Cobb gets it to go. And you get the feeling that MP is going to do everything in his power to get this Paris team into the tournament.
For MP, it's not just about getting to the tournament. He wants to win the whole thing. And usually a team from France has as good of a chance as any to make some noise there. There are some great teams in Spain and Turkey as well, but from what I've seen, they could do it.
And slam dunk by Cobb.
So easy into the air, the hang time MP, making it look effortless.
And now just over a minute played here in the first.
But you look at the path Paris FC took to get to this point, the youngsters on the team have stepped up big time.
Well, whenever this team has looked out of gas, guys like MP have stepped up and found ways to keep them going. It's kind of a Cinderella story, but they feel that they're far from midnight.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the first quarter.
Athletic play from MP inside, getting around the traffic, finding a shot.
Now here's Bourgeois. Pass to Dupont. Launches it. It's rebounded by Cobb. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
Oh, rejected by Parker.
Strong defense is a big reason Parker's out there. Marseille depends on his presence in the middle.
And what a surprise season for Paris FC. Most had them in the middle of the pack, but as we've mentioned, they have a chance to clinch a spot in the EBA tourney tonight.
And it shows you how a few key players can make a monster difference. The chemistry on this team has come together, and they have played far greater than the sum of their parts.
Good on the shot.
Zero hesitation from NP. I love seeing the confidence.
Cobb with the block. Pass to Portier. Dumont. And here's Cobb. Parker defending. Cobb no good. Here's Barrow. And Barrow slams it in.
Athletic move by Barrow, going straight to the hoop.
Outside Illich. Back to Portier. Pass to Ahern. Now Portier.
Clock at 6. For 3, Cobb. That's in. It's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7.
And we knew coming into this season that Marseille would be strong, but they've really turned it on down the stretch.
No doubt. I mean, Dupont has led the way, taking his game to another level the last few weeks. Overall, the entire team, they surpassed their fans' expectations already. Well, for a guy like an MP trying to make a name for himself, hitting threes, they'll go a long way.
And they pick up 2.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
Portier left side.
Cobb again.
Give an assist there, not for a pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
To the inside. Here's Parker.
It's hauled in by Paris. And here's Portier.
He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. 3-pointer Cobb. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Well, once MP gets going, it's like an avalanche. Just get out of the way, let him take over.
Here's Dupont. It's Parker high post.
Off target with the free throw line, Jay. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter.
Paris FC basket ahead.
They're up by 7. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Welcome back to Paris for the second quarter. Paris with the lead. And here we are in Paris, such an incredible city, and obviously a cultural center for the world, but also the heart of the basketball scene in France.
So many great players have gotten their start here, and what a dream it must be for these players to come and play in Paris. It can feel a bit surreal, I can imagine, but everybody on the floor has earned their spots tonight.
Here's Valois. The open shot by Dumont. A rebound by Vasseur.
Not sure what he was thinking on that shot, but you can agree, that is not smart basketball.
Not at all. He shouldn't have even considered taking that shot. I mean, every possession matters.
Now here's Barrow.
From outside the arc.
Mab grabs the board.
Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job.
Barrow outside. Pass to Riyard.
Beyond the arc.
And again, it's Marseille basketball missing.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by.
Nobody among the defenders stepping up to the challenge and challenging him on that drive.
And he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
He's just going to take that every time.
Oh, of course he will. And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
Out to the right wing.
Valois. Marseille, no good that time either. We're now around 2 minutes into this second quarter. Here's Matt. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points in the game. Here's Durall. To the middle. Oh, slam dunk by Dumont.
Leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
Maybe a momentum changer right here, guys.
Yeah, let's see what happens.
Yeah, a dunk like that can get an opponent staggering a little bit. Trust me, I saw this all the time when I was playing.
And wow, good.
There is no way, and I mean no way, a player like him could be left wide open like that.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Now here's Zadirko. Tight defense on him. Pass to Blanchet. Some solid defense from Dumont. And they're looking for some kind of spark here.
Yeah, cold stretch offensively. They need a bucket.
From the arc. Allah, no good. To the paint. Here's Zadirko.
Big Dave Zadirko bringing the Nords.
And it would take a major comeback for them to get back into this one.
Yeah, I mean, the chances of that happening are extremely slim. Didn't do anything fancy there, didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
Solid player.
Yeah, but Blake, there was some style there. It was a pretty sweet one-handed flush.
And that assist got a little nod from his teammate after the basket.
Now Barrow. Pass to Dumont. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
The defense pretty much helpless to stop that layup. Just too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Monsieur with the screen. Zadirko. Guarded by Dumont. Shot clock at 5. Here's Benoit. Off target with the 3. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Biard gets it to go.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot.
Here's Matt. Looking for his first basket still in this one. With the fadeaway. Zadirko can't hit. The clock runs out and we're heading to halftime. Paris FC basket ahead. They lead by 12. And we'll see you right after halftime for the beginning of the third quarter. Yeah, if you're just joining us here on 2K Sports, it's Paris FC Basket hosting Marseille Basketball as we get going here in the second half for this FBSL matchup. Here's Brisebois. Well, you look at the French culture, they absolutely love their sports here.
Soccer, or rather, let me be correct here, football is still king and probably always will be, but basketball isn't too far behind now. The popularity of the sport has exploded here in the last few years. And with Wemby doing his thing in the NBA, I think it's going to continue to grow.
And he makes that one.
Well, you see Dumont making things happen inside. He's the leader of this Paris FC team, and it's easy to see why. You just can't say enough about his individual performance so far, even if the all-around team effort has been lacking.
Pass to Illich. Here's Dumont from the arc. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, that's a quick shot from Dumont, but when you're already set up, why hesitate?
Parker. Second shot opportunity. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute played. Portier right side. Connects on the 17-footer.
calling his own number right there. Portier felt that was the best option and took it.
Down low. And Parker with the slam.
His eyes light up when he gets that close to the bucket, and you just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Inside. Here's Cobb. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist. When you think back to how MP looked at the start of this season, we've seen a lot of growth in his game.
You know, you think back, Blake, when you talk about the start of this season, there were some shaky moments. But once he started getting comfortable, you could see everything start to fall in place for him. He's been crucial in the success of Paris FC.
Pass to Barrow. From downtown, Harris grabs the miss. At one point, they led by 16. Down low. Elich. Oh, and Elich with the jam.
Oh, both on Elich, turning back the clock.
Parker misses. Here's Paris. It's a 13-point game. There's the lob to the hoop. And slam dunk by Cobb.
What anticipation from MP, sensing an opportunity for that alley-oop and just going for it.
Breezeball with the ball. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Pass to Parker. Cobb with the block. Now here's Portier. Outside Elich. Cobb. Lays it up and banks it in.
You know, we saw MP get tested multiple times this season by his opponents and sometimes really by his own team. But he's passed every test thrown his way.
And the resilience that MP has shown this year cannot be ignored. It's not easy to find success in a strange land, but MP has done that and then some.
Now here's Portier. It's off his foot, and it's being called a kickball. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Outside Dumont. Gets a three-pointer to fall.
Stretching out the floor, Dumont creating space for this Paris FC basket offense.
What a game we've seen from MP here. He's completely outclassed Dupont on the offensive end so far.
And not the lack of effort, Dupont has tried to get things going, but right now, MP is the one who is soaring over the competition. Some quick retaliation right there, huh, guys?
Yeah, sure didn't take him long to go and get those 3 points back.
Up top, Cobb. Portier. Back to Cobb. Over Parker. And Paris tacks on 2 more.
Even though it went down, that's not the kind of shot they should be settling for. Just look at the coach's face.
There's Barrow with the 3. And again, it's Marseille basketball from deep.
Spacing out the floor, Marseille is a better team when Barrow is burying triples.
Pass to Elich. The kick out to Cobb. Portier. Back to Cobb. With 4 on the clock. And slam dunk by Cobb. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. Paris FC basket ahead. Up by 16. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for the 4th quarter. Welcome back. It's the final quarter of action here between Paris FC basket and Marseille basketball. And here's Zadirko. Pass to Vasseur. Here's Perron. The tray. Nice shot by Blanchet.
Very clever passing. He put the ball on a silver platter for him.
Yard. They set a pick from deep. It's rebounded by Cobb. And they're making this a runaway.
Yeah, the only question here for us to follow is how big the lead will eventually become.
There's Blanchet. Outside Cobb. 4 on the shot clock. Another 3 for Paris.
They built this lead through plays exactly like that. He's easily been their most consistent performer.
No question about it. He's hit everything he's looked at.
Just give him any bit of space and it's automatic tonight.
Here's Riard. And there's the 3-second violation.
Foolish play. He's got to be thinking out there.
Which he clearly wasn't right there, or maybe he was thinking, just not about basketball.
One item that stood out is their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it's tough to defend.
Back to Zadirko. Blanchet, guarded by Dupont. Pass to Ahern. And the 3 off target. And here's Marseille. Now here's Dumont. Makes it off the glass. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Blanchet. Here's Perron. Bangs home the trifecta.
It has been a three-point barrage for them since halftime.
Yeah, I don't know if it's been by design or by accident, but either way, it's been impressive.
Maybe the coach just went up to the locker room chalkboard and just put a number 3 out there.
And good that time.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and he'll have that ball there waiting for him.
Timeout called, Paris. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside Dumont. And he's going up for the hoop here. Bourgeois with the steal. To the inside. Here's Parker. And Parker with the slam.
Playing big near the basket. I love seeing Parker go up with this kind of force.
Pass to Cobb. Fires for 3. And the 3 ball is good.
Since the start of the fourth, Brian, that three-point shot has really been there for them.
Yeah, doing an excellent job finding the open man on the perimeter this quarter, and the three-pointer has been a weapon of mass destruction for them right now.
Boom. The second chance effort. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. So Marseille going with an almost entirely new group. Now Zadirko. Over Bourgeois. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back rim and in.
Watch out. If Zadirko gets that jumper flowing, he's real tough to stop.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. To the middle. Cobb with the block. Pass to Zadirko. Oh, there's the alley. Bourgeois with the steal. Here's Riard. And that one is hammered home.
Quick hands of the steal, and Matt hops in the slam.
Great sequence for them, defensively and offensively.
And good defense leads to easy baskets.
Yeah, Tim, you hit it right on the head. One usually leads to the other, and that's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball.
Shot by Perron, no good. Pass to Riard. That falls. Great assist by Bourgeois. They're enjoying a commanding lead.
And you know the best part, it gives them an opportunity to give their starters a rest.
Yeah, they might not have to come back in. Now here's Cobb. Back to Zadirko. Here's Blanchet. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Cobb. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow.
That's 2 for MP, utilizing that in-between area. So smart out there.
Here's Malois. It's hauled in by Paris. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. The final horn sounds, and Paris FC gets the win. They have now secured a spot in the EVA tournament, and what a thrill it must be for all these fans here at home.
I mean, to even qualify for the EVA tourney was kind of a pipe dream at the start of the season. And now they've done it. Wayne Graves, MP, they've worked together. They've led this team further than anyone could have imagined.
And for Paris FC, with a trip to the EVA tourney in hand, who knows how far they can go.
I would not bet against them at this point, no matter who the opponent is. This team has grown so much, and right now they're riding a lot of confidence heading into the tournament.
And that about does it, folks. For Tim Swartz, Brian Banafitemi, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Blake Zuniga saying thanks for watching.
MP, congratulations on the big win. How does it feel to clinch a spot in the EVA Championships?
Wow, I mean, my whole squad, y'all, come over. We're looking forward to it. This has been one of our goals all season long, but we can't get ahead of ourselves. Coach Graves always stresses taking it one day at a time, and that's what we're gonna do, right?
Well, congratulations, everybody. Thank you. Have a good night. Go celebrate, boys.